Hey, I get a lot of questions about my morning routine. I tell people that I have this routine in the morning, and so I get questions like, what does that look like? What are the specifics? Why do you do that? What kind of crazy person gets up at 5 a.m. every single morning? And the way I see it is a good morning routine really sets the tone for the day. And I don't want to let a bad start to my day ruin the rest of it. Hey there, I'm Joe. I just want to give you a quick overview of what my morning routine looks like. And I'm going to bore you a little bit with the details because I want to show you what the specifics are. Now, that being said, this is just mine. You should change this to however serves you. I actually have a friend that says, take what serves you and throw out the rest. So I want to show you what this looks like step by step for me. Take pieces that you like, leave pieces out that you don't. So every single morning, I get up at 5 a.m. Here's the key to the very first part of your day. Don't look at your phone. I have a friend that says that looking at your phone in the morning is like playing Russian roulette with your emotions. You can either see something good on there or you can see something bad on there, and you really don't know what it's going to be. Or it could be something in the news. Whatever it is, number one, don't look at your phone as soon as you get up. Then what I do is I immediately get up, I go over to my dresser, and I start thinking, I close my eyes and I start thinking about 3 things that I'm really grateful for. Whether that's my kids or my wife or something in my business or something in my life. Just 3 things that I'm grateful for, just real quick. Then I think about a win I had from the day before. So something I accomplished from the day before. Something small, something big, whatever it is. Then I think about one thing that I want to accomplish that day. And this whole process takes about 30 to 45 seconds. Then I walk over to my bathroom, I get a full glass of water, and I down a full glass of water because that really gets your metabolism going and it wakes up your system. And I mean a full glass. And I brush my teeth, and then here's the part that people freak out at. I get in the shower and I put the shower as cold as it will possibly go. Yes, I just woke up in the morning and I take a freezing cold shower. I know a lot of people are doing the cold plunges and things. I'm not really in a position to have one of those right now, but I put that shower all the way to cold. And the amazing thing is, it is quite a shock to your system when it first hits you. But within about 30 to 45 seconds, your system starts to wake up in a way that you wouldn't believe, and you feel amazing. By the time I get out of the shower, about 2 minutes later, I am ready and willing to get out there and face the day. Then I get up and get dressed and I go for a run. Immediately I go out and I go for about a mile run. This helps me get moving, gets my momentum going. Then I do a range of strength and high intensity training and kind of leg exercises. And I alternate these across days. This is going to look different for everyone, but that's kind of what I do. But here's the key to training that I've found. So I used to be about 60 pounds overweight. And this was not that long ago. I lost quite a bit of weight in a fairly short amount of time. And I did it through one key. Really one. I mean, there was a lot of different things I'm doing, but as far as exercise, there was really only one thing that I really, really implemented. And I call it the power of one more. I think there's actually a book called that. But what I do is I pick how many reps or exercises that I want to do. Let's say I'm doing push-ups. And let's say I start out doing 10 push-ups every morning. Let's say that's all you start with. Everyone's going to be different, and maybe you don't want to do push-ups. Whatever it is, totally fine. Just pick something. And let's say you're doing 10 push-ups. The next day you do 10 push-ups. The next day you do 10. You do this for a week, okay? And then on Monday, you do 11 push-ups. And then the day after that, 11. So every single Monday, you add one more rep. or one more exercise. I'm serious, this has worked wonders in my life. I started at doing 10 push-ups in the morning. Now I'm up to, I think, 80 or 90. I'm up to 60 pull-ups every morning. And it is just the power of doing one more each Monday. And I can get all of this done in about 10 minutes, because the stronger you get, the easier it gets to do that one more. But that one more pushes you a little bit further each week. That's what I call my exercise power of one more. Then I do a exercise called priming. So I got this from Tony Robbins, but I kind of do a version of my own. So really what priming does is it preps your mind for the day. So you can start kind of on offense instead of defense, if that makes sense. So instead of coming at the day like trying to pick the pieces up already and trying to figure out what to do, you're coming at the day with a game plan. And that's what priming does. It really just preps your mind. It primes your mind to play full out and to really get some amazing things done. So I start with what's called fire breath. And basically it's just the breathing exercises to kind of mix up your breathing and to get your heart rate in a place where that you can pray and meditate properly. So it looks like this. You literally just put your fist up like this. You go up like this and you go in and out through your nose like this. And basically what it does is it pushes the air out. You take a breath, push it out. And it just primes your breath to be able to go into a deep state of relaxation and meditation. Speaking of which, that's what I do next. I pray and I meditate. And I do this for about 5 or 6 minutes. Then I think of 3 things that I'm really grateful for. 3 things that have happened in the past that I'm grateful for. It could have been something yesterday. It could have been something from 20 years ago. Whatever it is. Honestly, it's just whatever pops into my mind. But here's the key. When you think of that one thing you're grateful for, step into the moment and really feel that moment. Really feel it. And I close my eyes and I feel that moment like I'm there again. And I have some soft music playing in the background so that it really kind of helps me focus. So I do 3 of those. Then I think of 3 things that I want to accomplish. Usually what I do, and this can be different for everyone, but usually what I do is something I want to accomplish today, something I want to accomplish in the next week or so, or month or so, and then something that's my big, real big kind of bird's eye view goal of something that I really want to accomplish. So that's what I do. And what that does is it helps you kind of future pace. It helps push you into the future and helps you plan and helps you really, again, you step into that moment. Here's the crazy thing. You know, they found years ago that if you really, really intensely focus on a vision or something that you want to happen, you actually have the same emotions as if they were happening for real, in real life. So you can actually, here's the crazy thing, you can actually experience what your future is going to be like right now. So really step in and feel what that's going to be like. Then I read and I journal. So I read something really uplifting. Sometimes I read the Bible. Sometimes I read a personal development book. Sometimes I like C.S. Lewis, whatever it is. And I read something really uplifting and powerful to help get my mind going. And then I journal. I can't really stress journal. I don't think I journaled in my life until like a year ago. And the crazy thing is, it really, really gets your mind working. Journaling is really crucial. It helps you organize and really capture your thoughts, because thoughts are fleeting. You know, they'll be there 1 minute and they're gone the next. But if you journal, then you can actually begin to capture those moments and you can build momentum off of your past thoughts. It's actually really a really powerful, amazing thing. So if you haven't started journaling, I would highly encourage just try it and see what that feels like. So that's what happens. And that sets me up for an amazing day. This really is incredibly effective. I know it sounds simple, but at the same time, it seems like there's a lot of steps. What I want to encourage you to do is don't feel like you have to do it all. Pick different things that work for you, whether it's from my morning routine or if it's something completely different, that's totally fine. But pick something that feels natural, but something that's pushing you. I highly recommend that you get up early, at least earlier than you're used to, because that really sets the tone for the day and it makes it to where you can actually get more done. And a lot of times, I don't know if you have kids or whatever in your house, it makes it to where you can focus on that ahead of time before the rest of the day starts. The other thing I would encourage you to do is, if you are going to start building a really solid morning routine, add one part at a time. So don't try to do all of this at once. Please don't try and do this whole thing at once, because then you'll just get overwhelmed, it'll seem confusing, and then you probably won't follow it. So just pick one thing, one or two things, and stick with those for a couple weeks so they get really natural and they feel right. So maybe just pick getting up early and then right away going for a run, or don't looking at your phone right away. Just try that. Just try getting up early and don't look at your phone right away. And build that into a habit, and then you can start adding another thing each time when you start to feel comfortable, like your habits are really starting to fit. So that's my morning routine. I hope this makes sense. Thank you guys for being here. I would love to hear about your morning routines or one that you're planning on starting, and share them with us in the comments below. So thank you guys for being here. I would love if you like, share, and subscribe, and go empower growth one mind at a time. Until next time.